Just thought we were didn't push the ball in the first half. Weren't aggressive in pushing it, and that was the main thing we talked about offensively, outside of running plays and all of that. But push the ball up the sidelines to make plays, and we didn't do that. And they had a sequence there where they got 3 offensive rebounds. I think Allen had all 3 of them. 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. I mean, it just can't happen. So that means we weren't aggressive. We didn't set a physical tone. And, of course, we fought back in the second half, but didn't do enough to get over the hump.
All right, we'll go to questions. Ben Arnett.
Coach, when you see a rough shooting night like that from X and Drew combined, that's pretty tough for them. What do you chalk that up to, and how do they bounce back from that?
Well, as a ball player, you have to bounce back. That's part of it. I think it just in watching, I think Drew missed some shots, but I thought he was assertive. I didn't think X was very aggressive, even though he took 9 shots. I didn't think he was aggressive in attacking. I thought he probably settled for something on the perimeter instead of getting downhill, getting in the lane and making plays, if not for himself, but for other guys.
Colin.
Coach, what is it about the way Mississippi State plays defense in that zone that kind of gets you guys passive and doesn't get them going downhill like you saw with X tonight?
Well, I think that's the biggest key because we've always had success against zones, and that's one of the things we've taken a tremendous amount of pride in. I know Kobe in the middle, and some was hesitant a little bit on some of those flashes that we made adjustment, put Drew in the middle. He did a good job, but just, I'm not sure. And the other thing we talk about, flash in the middle, but also get Jeremiah the ball when he's down low. And I thought we had an opportunity there, some opportunities. So, yeah.
Mason.
Hey, Coach. So when Ole Miss went on that run down the stretch to close out the game, was there anything that you wanted to see a little bit more of down that stretch?
I think more than anything was getting stops. I think that was the biggest key to get stops. Of course, make baskets, and then you try to get stops. I think we might have been down 2. Then they got a layup. Rodriguez drove baseline, and they got a layup, and we didn't have a guy to drop down and cut off that baseline. So that was a 4-point swing, and then it kind of went from there. But, of course, it'd be good stops and then making baskets.
Mitchell. Dave Matter.
Cuonzo, when you talk about not pushing the ball up enough, I mean, is that mainly a point guard issue, or is that where it starts, I guess? And then in the deciding minutes was there any thought to playing Bugs more than X at that point?
Well, it was some thought, but you want to try to at least – X is more of a score with the mentality to score when it's late like that. But it was certainly thoughts, yes. But it's outletting the ball first and foremost, then getting up the floor, up the sideline quickly.
Sorry. Mitchell.
Sorry, my Zoom's freezing up. Cuonzo, what was Kobe kind of able to provide in that second half when you all made that run?
Well, just being aggressive around the rim because it was one-on-one play, and we felt like there was opportunities for him to score, especially when Tilly was out of the game. Get around the rim, make one-on-one plays. They didn't double him, and I thought he had some good opportunities at the basket. He made some good plays.
Eric Blum.
Coach, what did you see from Jeremiah tonight? Obviously, he had the 4 blocks that kind of came in, but, just what did you see from his game?
I thought he was solid. I mean, I don't think it was his best effort. Not that I thought he was bad. I thought he's more fatigued tonight. This one probably caught up with him with having a layoff. So I thought fatigue played a factor in him tonight.
Mitchell, you another one? Aiden.
Coach, the team went on an 11-0 run at one point in the second half. How do you guys kind of continue that kind of play for an entire half? And what do you think changed over the course of the second half that stopped your guys' momentum?
I think part of it, they went to the zone. And like I said, we've always had, in my opinion, success against the zone, flashing, making moves, looking inside. And some of that probably had something to do with the matchups that we had on the floor when they were in the zone. I don't think we were aggressive in attacking because even in our zone, we want to attack and cut, pass and cut. We don't just want to stand out there and pass it back and forth. We want to get the ball in the middle, of course, but you also want to drive the ball and also feed the post.
Colin.
Coach Martin, what did you think of the late game, late clock execution on offense from your guys tonight. What would you have rather to see from them offensively?
Of course, be aggressive. But what happened late when we had a play call, they had zoned, and once the pass was made, they went to a man. So they kind of had our guys at a pause. But again, we have a setup action where if they're in the man or they're in the zone, you make a play. But more than anything, just to be aggressive and attack the rim. I thought we just stood around on the perimeter instead of attacking the rim.
Dave, Matter?
I know the schedule's kind of touch and go. Where do you go from here? Do you have any clarity yet on Saturday with A&M?
I think we should know some more tonight, at least tomorrow morning, about A&M.